This month on Access DNR, it's oysters, oysters, oysters. We're growing them, protecting them, serving them up, and taking poachers down. I'm Karis King. This is Access DNR, bringing you all of the latest here at the Department of Natural Resources. Thanks for joining us and happy November. Next month marks the 30th anniversary of the Chesapeake Bay Agreement between Bay States organizations to work together toward a healthier Chesapeake. One of the ways Maryland is leading the cause is by rebuilding our native oyster population, which helps improve water quality and the ecosystem. This year, the state and its partners produced and planted a record 1.25 billion baby oysters in Maryland. Check it out.
In partnership with all of you here today, we've produced and planted more than, and this is a measurable result, 1.2 billion oysters this year, 750 million of them in the Harris Creek sanctuary. Now, this is the first time any oyster hatchery in the country has produced more than a billion Eastern Shore spat in a single production season.
So I started growing oysters at Horn Point a long time ago, and before Stefan talked about the Oyster Roundtable in '93, at that point our level of production was around 1 million to 2 million spat a year. Never in my wildest dreams did I think we would get to 10 million or 100 million or a billion. It just shows what you can do when you get enough people together towards a common goal that is worth doing. And the partnership is the real story here. What we've done is a true partnership. If it not for the support of Governor O'Malley, the Oyster Recovery Partnership, Maryland DNR, and many, many other groups in here, I would not be standing here and I would be trying to defend to the governor why Horn Point hatchery should remain open.
One of the great difficulties we always have in communicating to people the results of our oyster restoration activities is the fact that these things are underwater. How do you get people excited about a $20 million project that only a handful of Marylanders will ever get to see? But as you've heard, Maryland didn't give up on our native oyster.
And although our fight to restore a thriving oyster population in the Bay is far from over, we are headed in the right direction. We're finally headed in the right direction. And our continued commitment to renewing this iconic species, this vital species, has begun to bring about tangible and real evidence of progress. That we have turned the corner and that the oyster resource is starting to come back, and hopefully in our own lifetime we will see even further evidence of that if we continue to do the right things to bring back this resource.
Maryland's delicious oysters are back. In case you missed it, Debbie Reynolds of Waldorf won the National Oyster Cook-Off with her oyster and chipotle grits. Click here to read more about the event and get her winning recipe. And with oyster harvesting now in high gear, the Natural Resources Police is ramping up enforcement to catch poachers who plunder, who harvest in protected sanctuaries, take oysters that are too small, or take more than they're allowed. Officers are now equipped with a new state-of-the-art weapon called M-Line. This features a web of radar units and cameras that monitor 24 hours a day. Learn more here. That's it for this episode. If you want to stay up to date on everything here at the department, then be sure to subscribe to DNR on Twitter, Facebook, and the original newsletter. I put a link right here. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next month.